Hello once again, and I'm going to hopefully try and show you how to set up emulation under XSplit Broadcaster. I've only recently been using this software. I've been doing a few tests with it, with games and emulation. It's pretty straightforward to set it up really if you're using emulation. You can also set it up with modern games if you want, which is pretty simple. But you've got to make sure you're running the game before you can set it up. So first things first, you have to sign in. Once you download it, you've got to sign in with XSplit Broadcaster. I've signed in with Facebook. It'll come up to sign in and all that, so you don't have to worry about it. Or you can even create an account. So let's go into it first. So if you want to use your microphone, I've currently got mine off because I'm recording with another piece of software to show you this. What you go into, you can uncheck it if you want. Now you can. Now it's off. You can adjust your you can adjust it all in settings. Don't know about the volume now. So here's your microphone. So whatever microphone you've got, you can select. If you've got one, it probably default it. You've got your whatever all this is. I don't tend to touch all this. General. So you can set up op keys if you want. What about sharing? These are all the social networks I'm signed in with. So I've got Facebook, Twitter, PlayerMe. Don't know about that. Also YouTube. You can set them up all individually. Like the broadcaster. When you're broadcasting, you've got to sign in. If you want to broadcast on YouTube Live, you've got to sign in, which I've already done. So we can have a look at the settings. You can, depending on your internet, my internet's pretty slow, so I can adjust all that. But this is not what I'm here to show you. What I'm here to show you is how to set up the emulation. So we've got it on emulation. First thing first, you have to be running the emulation. So choose your emulator. I'm just going to choose my Amstrad emulation, which is Win8. So put that off to one side. Maybe I should just move it around a bit, make it a little bit more tidier. So now I've got the Amstrad emulator running. So what we're going to do is go to Add Source, Screen Capture, Window Capture, and it'll say down here. I don't know why we got two Win8 2, but I think it's this one. You choose that, click it, and there you are. It's in your window. So now you can adjust it. Because it's only 3:4 aspect ratio, it's not going to fill up the whole entire screen unless you can. I think you can adjust it on your emulation, so you can run it as a 16:9 if you want to, but I'm not doing that. So that will keep it in memory. Even if I shut the emulation down, it's still got the box here, so if I want to rerun it, I can. So here we are. It's right up it again. So that will capture your game. So if you want to use the Amstrad, but you don't have to just use an Amstrad. You can use all sorts of emulators. So now we're going to configure the Commodore 64 emulator. There we go. So that's open. So what we need to do is add source, window capture. As you can see, Hoax 64, there it is. So now once again, oh, what's happened here? Oh dear, what have I done? Okay. Don't know, this one's messing up a bit. So just, why is it doing that? Right, let's go with that and adjust it. It keeps disappearing. Why does it keep disappearing? That one's a bit temperamental. Oh, what's happening there? Well, that one's going a bit temperamental for some reason. I wonder, maybe if I removed the Amstrad one. I wonder if that could be the reason. Let's remove the Amstrad. Right. No, still doing. This one's very temperamental. Doesn't like the Commodore one for some reason. Well, let's load up another card. Let's get rid of that one. So I don't know why it's doing that. Right, remove. Let's load up another Commodore emulator because I've got a few. Let's load up WinVice. Nice one, might be all right. Right, so we've got WinVice up and running. So let's add source, window capture, Vice. So that one seems better. Right, so the WinVice. Yeah, I think that Oak 64 seems a bit temperamental. Right, so maybe use WinVice instead. And as I say, it keeps them in. If you don't want to delete them, let's try another one just to make sure. Let's put up a Spectrum one. Let's load up Spectaculator. And let's, well, we don't need to. Right now we've got the emulation up running. Let's add source, window capture, and Spectaculator. There we are. So we can adjust that one, put it in full screen. There you go. So we've got two emulators running. So there's the Amstrad one, Commodore one, so you can keep them in memory. You don't have to delete them. Well, I deleted the Amstrad one. I just thought there was something wrong. It must be Oak 64. It doesn't like it. Don't like explicit for some reason. Right. So once we've got our emulation running, you can load up a game. So we're just going to load up a game. There we go. A random game. So we've got our game up and running here. So if you, as I said, if you want to use microphone, you can just unclick that, uncheck that. So you've got your microphone. So once you're ready to, once you've got your emulation up and running, I think you can somehow add a webcam here if you want to add a webcam. You can even add a YouTube chat box somehow. I don't know about that. Yeah, once you're happy with your setup, with all the emulation set up, then you go to broadcast. Once you sign in, you can either sign in with Facebook, YouTube, and there's other possibilities, Twitch and all these other stuff, but I only stream with YouTube, so make sure you sign in your YouTube, your account, and it'll save it. And you've got all settings. Yes, I think we've been so, but what we do, we'll just pretend we're just about to record. So you can type stream now, then you can put in here your name of the stream, the title, the description of your stream, tags, category if it's gaming, which it probably will be. You can have it choose all the public, unlisted or private, schedule it, latency, depending on your internet of course, enable DVR, for some reason I can't, and then once you're done you can start your broadcast. We're not going to, but it's basic. Oh yes, you can choose your resolution, what you want to output it at, because I've got it quite a slow internet, so I'll just keep it at that. But you can choose whatever you want really. So I hope this helps. I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.